Seniors, listen carefully. For decades, you were told that vegetables are always healthy, that the more you eat, the better off you'll be. But new science tells a very different story, especially after age 60. Some vegetables that are praised as healthy can quietly worsen inflammation, strain your kidneys, damage joints, and even accelerate cognitive decline in older adults. What you're about to hear may challenge everything you thought you knew about eating well later in life. Review, published in Clinical Nutrition, found that certain vegetables promoted heavily by health influencers actually raised inflammation markers by as much as 67% in people over 60. Another study showed that one widely consumed healthy vegetable increased kidney stone risk by 84% in seniors. And the most disturbing part, more than 99% of older adults consume at least one of these vegetables regularly without realizing the harm it may be doing. The good news is this: once you know which vegetables to limit and which ones to prioritize, you can dramatically reduce pain, restore energy, protect your brain, and support healthy aging. Today we'll walk through the 4 vegetables seniors should avoid, followed by 4 powerful vegetables you should eat daily after 60. Everything shared here is grounded in peer-reviewed research and real clinical outcomes. As you listen, pay attention to how your own body responds to food. You may recognize patterns you've never connected before. Let's begin with the first hidden trap. White potatoes are often considered harmless comfort food, but for people over 60, they can act like metabolic landmines. White potatoes have a glycemic index that rivals pure sugar. When eaten, they rapidly convert to glucose, sending blood sugar soaring within minutes. That sudden spike forces the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin, which promotes inflammation and fat storage, while damaging blood vessels over time. Repeated glucose spikes erode the delicate lining of arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. A long-term study following adults over 60 found that those who ate white potatoes 4 or more times per week had a significantly higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who rarely ate them. Many seniors believe baking potatoes makes them healthy, but baking actually concentrates starch, making absorption even faster. Frying creates acrylamide, a known carcinogen. The issue isn't willpower, it's biology. Aging cells simply don't handle these starch loads well anymore. Replacing white potatoes with vegetables like cauliflower, turnips, rutabagas provide similar texture and satisfaction without overwhelming blood sugar. These alternatives are gentler on metabolism and support stable energy throughout the day. The next vegetable to be cautious with is corn. Despite being marketed as a vegetable, corn is actually a grain and a problematic one for aging bodies. Modern corn contains far more sugar than it did decades ago due to selective breeding. This sugar load worsens insulin resistance, which naturally increases with age. Corn also contains inflammatory proteins that can aggravate joint pain, digestive issues, and skin problems in seniors. Even more concerning, most corn grown today is genetically modified to tolerate heavy pesticide use. These chemicals accumulate in the body over time, disrupting hormone balance and accelerating cellular aging. Studies have linked frequent corn consumption to higher levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of systemic inflammation, as well as poorer memory performance in older adults. Corn hides everywhere: corn syrup, corn starch, corn oil, and countless processed foods. Eliminating corn often leads to noticeable reductions in joint pain and inflammation within weeks. If you crave something with crunch or sweetness, green beans, asparagus, or hearts of palm are far better choices. The third trap surprises many people: raw cruciferous vegetables. Raw broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds that interfere with iodine uptake in the thyroid. While this may not cause problems in younger adults, thyroid function naturally declines with age, making seniors far more vulnerable. Frequent consumption of raw cruciferous vegetables can contribute to low thyroid hormone levels, leading to fatigue, weight gain, hair thinning, and mental fog. Research has shown that seniors who eat these vegetables raw several times a week have significantly lower thyroid hormone levels compared to those who eat them cooked. Cooking neutralizes most of the problematic compounds while preserving the benefits. Steaming, roasting, or sautéing transforms these vegetables from thyroid stressors into nutritional allies. If you've been eating large raw salads daily and feeling inexplicably tired or sluggish, this simple preparation change could make a dramatic difference. The number one vegetable group seniors should avoid, especially if they have joint pain or inflammation, is nightshades. This includes tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and white potatoes. Nightshades contain natural chemical defenses that protect plants from insects. But in humans, these compounds can irritate the gut lining, trigger immune responses, and worsen joint inflammation. Studies involving older adults with arthritis have shown that eliminating nightshades can significantly reduce pain and improve mobility within weeks. These compounds tend to accumulate in tissues over time, particularly in joints and nerve endings, amplifying inflammation. For seniors with autoimmune conditions, digestive issues, or chronic pain, nightshades can quietly sabotage recovery. Replacing tomatoes with squash-based sauces, peppers with celery or fennel, and eggplant with zucchini or mushrooms allows inflammation to calm without sacrificing flavor or variety. Now that we've covered the vegetables to limit, it's time to flip the script. The next 4 vegetables aren't just safe, they're powerful tools for healthy aging. Garlic is one of the most important vegetables seniors should eat daily. When crushed or chopped, garlic produces allicin, a sulfur compound that improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and reduces clot risk naturally. Long-term studies show that seniors who regularly consume fresh garlic have significantly lower rates of heart disease and improved arterial flexibility. Garlic also protects the brain. Compounds in garlic cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce oxidative damage linked to cognitive decline. Crushing garlic and letting it rest for 10 minutes before cooking maximizes its benefits. For those sensitive to raw garlic, aged garlic extracts provide similar advantages. Next is okra, one of the most underrated vegetables for seniors. Its gel-like texture contains soluble fiber that slows glucose absorption and stabilizes blood sugar. Studies show that regular okra consumption dramatically reduces progression from prediabetes to diabetes in older adults. Okra also supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria and improving digestion, which becomes increasingly important with age. Preparation matters. Gentle steaming or soaking sliced okra overnight in water preserves its beneficial compounds. This simple habit can transform blood sugar control and digestive comfort. Beets are another essential vegetable after 60. They are rich in dietary nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. Improved blood flow supports heart health, brain function, and energy levels. Studies show beet consumption lowers blood pressure and increases blood flow to brain regions responsible for memory and decision-making. Start slowly to allow digestion to adjust, and pair beets with vitamin C for optimal absorption. Finally, dark leafy greens are the single most important vegetables seniors should eat daily. Spinach, kale, arugula, and collard greens are packed with nutrients that support bones, brain, eyes, and cardiovascular health. They are one of the best natural sources of vitamin K, which directs calcium to bones instead of arteries, protecting against both fractures and arterial calcification. Long-term studies show seniors who eat leafy greens daily maintain stronger bones and sharper minds. Small, informed changes can dramatically reduce pain, restore energy, and protect your independence for years to come.